Hey everyone, in this video, I wanted to go over some of the new features and new improvements that are found in Screencastify. So, when you are done recording a screencast and you've opened up one of your videos, so this is a video that I've done part of my I didn't know I could do that in Google Chrome series. So, if I wanted to open up this video, I have a new feature, a new pane on the side that you'll see the watch page. So this is a new feature that Screencastify has recently added, and it has some pretty cool features in here. So first, let's start at the top. So once you have your video edited, once you want to share it, you can just copy the share link here. You also have some sharing settings here that you can adjust. So if I click on that, here it says that anyone with the link can view it. If I want to change that, I would just go to edit. And now I can say anyone with the link who can access it, anyone with the link. Do I want it only private so only I have access to it? Or do I want to keep it in my organization or in my district? So I can choose who has access to the video. And then this new feature, this analytics feature, and you can see who has watched it. So, do I want to track it by email address, which is going to require them to be logged into their Google account to view the video? Do I want it anonymously so it doesn't matter? I don't need to track who's watched it. Do I want it, like I said, by email address? So then it's going to ask them to sign in. Or do I want it by nickname, which means that the viewers will need to enter a nickname? They need to type in their name or something before they watch the video. So these are some nice little features that you can adjust when you are sharing your video. And now, once I have this set up the way I want. Another way that I can share my video is I have now some options of sharing it with apps. So if I want to share it directly with Google Classroom, I can. If I want to email it in Gmail, I can. If I want to create a QR code and post that in my classroom, or if I want to post it on a website or something, I could do that as well. So, for example, let's take a look at the Google Classroom one. If I wanted to do that, I can just click on Share to Google Classroom. It is going to then open up a new window. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and choose the class that I want to share it with. I'm just going to choose my demo class. And we're going to say that this is just an announcement. I will click go. And from here, I can type out my announcement. I can have it set to who it's going to go to. It's going to go to all my students. And I'm just going to go ahead and post that now. Once it is posted, I'll go ahead and click view it, and I can view it in my Google Classroom. And as you can see, here is my announcement. My students will be able to click on it, and it just simply will open the video that they can watch the video. Another thing I can do is I can add sharing options. So if there's other applications that I might want to share it to, I can do that. So here, if I click on the plus, I have the option to sharing to Google Classroom. I also have the option to share it to Wakelet if I want to, or to Remind. If I wanted to share it to Wakelet, all I'd have to do is just toggle that on. And then now, when I go back to my video, Wakelet would be an option that I could choose from. I can also export my video to Edpuzzle or to Play Post It as well. Moving down, now you'll see I have one view because I technically watched my video, but this is another feature on this watch page is viewer. So you can see who has viewed your videos. So if I click on viewers, it will let me know who has viewed it, and it'll tell me when they viewed it, how many times that they have viewed it. So as people watch your video, you will go ahead and you will see the people that have viewed your video, and you can see how many times they viewed it and when they have viewed the video. One of the really cool features that Screencastify has just added is the ability to add interactive questions. So this allows you to create a screencast, add some interactive questions in it, and then go ahead and share that with your students and get some feedback from them on things that they learned in the video and how they are understanding concepts and things that you're teaching in the video. So I have my video here. Once I want to add my interactive questions, all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on interactive questions, and then it's going to open up this window here, and my video will immediately start playing. And what I would do is I would find the point in the video that I wanted to add a question. So let's just say here I want to add a question. I'm going to click on this blue add a question button, and it's going to bring up this question builder here. So I'm going to say, here is my first. And just for demo purposes, we're going to say A, B, and C. So those are my three choices. I'm going to say that B is the correct answer, and then I'll click save. As I'm adding questions to the bottom here, they can be viewed also over here. So as I'm creating my questions, they show up on the side here. Once I have everything ready to go, all my questions inputted in the video, I can go ahead and I can share it here. I can copy the link to the video, or I can share it to my Google Classroom. So I'm just going to go ahead and say share to Classroom. And then we're brought back to these familiar steps. I'm going to click my demo class. I'm going to actually create an assignment here. It pulls in the title of the video that I gave it already, and then who it's going to go to. We'll say that we'll just leave it at 100 points, and I'll go ahead and click assign. So now I can go ahead and view this in my classroom underneath my classwork. Here's my video, and there's the video there. So now it'll pop up here, and as my students are watching, it hits that first mark and it brings up the questions. So they can go through, they can submit their answers. They immediately get feedback of if they got the question right or if they got the question wrong. So they can continue on to the next question, and it will automatically pause once it hits that mark, and they'll get their immediate feedback once they answer the question, which is a pretty nice feature. Now, once your students have gone through and answered the questions, watched the video, now you will see their responses. So I can click on the response tab. I can see my student who took the test, what his or her score is, what they got on question 1, question 2, and then overall I can see as a class, how are we doing, what is our average score, what average number of questions were answered. I can go through, and eventually I would be able to look at students and questions individually and see how individual students did and how we did on each individual question within that video. Finally, we have our ways to export our videos. So we can export our video as either directly straight to YouTube, we can download it, we can export it as an MP4, or we can export it as a GIF. Also, we can share to our Google Drive as well. So this was just a brief overview of the watch page, which is a new feature in Screencastify. I hope you really enjoyed this video. Any questions or comments, anything, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll catch you in the next video.